Hey guys, it's Aubrey from Nutley Plans. So I figured that I would come on here and do my monthly plan with me for August for the video for this Sunday. It should be coming out on the 28th is when you should be seeing this. So yeah, so the theme for this month is going to be kind of a vintage vibe. I got this. It was pretty cheap. It was 59 cents at Hobby Lobby. Very beautiful. It is paper. It's not vellum. And I thought that I would use this as my inspiration for my setup. I went through my stash and I just kind of looked for things that were more vintagey looking and matched the vibe of this. That way I could use those for my decoration and stuff. So let's see what I come up with. As far as washi tape goes, I'm also going to use these washi dots. As far as washi tape goes, I did not really look into my stash a whole lot because, like I've been doing the past several months, or not last month, but, oh wow, okay, maybe not the last several months, but what I have done in the past is torn some of this up to make up for not using washi. And that's what I plan on doing here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna talk the next couple of minutes, and I'm gonna speed through me figuring out how I'm gonna use this on this spread. All right, so I got that down, and as you probably could see, I just ripped it up and then made it fit to the areas that I wanted. I'm a little tempted to kind of turn, but I think it'd be a bit much, but to turn this like that, like to actually cut a straight edge and then have it tear down this way, but I think that's gonna be a bit much, so I'm gonna wait on that. Let's see if I wanna put any of my deco on here, so I'm gonna take a moment, I'm going to look through this and see if there's anything that I wanna do like deco-wise on here. All right, so the only thing that I saw that I might want to use is this this sticker. It came in a huge pack of different stickers, and it says, "If life gives you lemons, add vodka." I kind of like it a little bit, and I think it may work well down here. So I think I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna get a stamp real quick, and I'm gonna stamp August right here, and then we will get into actually filling this spread out. All right, real quick, I got this whole group of stamps, dog hair, from Amazon. If you just look up regular monthly stamps on Amazon, it should come up. I'm just gonna set that right there and grab my ink pad. So yeah, just look on Amazon. If you type into the search wooden stamps, these are like pretty much the first thing that comes up. But this is August. I'm still figuring out pressure for stamps, so it's not the prettiest stamp, but she will work. Alrighty, so I'm gonna start with my goals for the month of August. Okay, and I have several that I wrote down because, you know, I was like, oh yeah, I want to do that. So now I just need to figure out, do I want to use this color or these, or should I go with that? I feel like these, if I use them, wouldn't look bad, but I feel like it just wouldn't look the best. I'm thinking of using, I think I'm gonna use these right here. And this is a roll of washi dots that I got from Temu probably 3 years ago. It may still be on Temu, but I wouldn't hold my breath on it. So I'm gonna start off with I probably need to write goals here, huh? Let's do it in this mild liner, and it is in the color red. Yes, red or rouge. Okay, so, all right, so gonna plop these down, and we're gonna start off with just 6. Okay. All right, so we've got our 6 dots down here. I am bringing back a few, I guess, a few goals that I've had before. The pen that I'm using is my Hongdian N7, and then the color ink that I have in here is Ferris Wheel Press Bluegrass Velvet. It is, honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, it's my favorite ink that I have right now. I love it. It's a gorgeous color. I love it so much, I've actually got it inked up in 2 pens. I've got it inked up in this Hongdian N7, as well as my everyday writing, like, you know, work stuff pen, which is a Mahjong, and I'm going to get it wrong, but I believe it's my A2, Mahjong A2. It's either an A1 or an A2. I always get them mixed up. Anyway, that's the bestie giver. Anyway, I'll be quiet about it. So, I am bringing back the goal of doing 10,000 steps, so 10K at least 10 times. So basically what this goal is it's quote unquote a fitness goal. And my goal is, out of all 31 days of August, I want to at least have walked 10,000 steps 10 days out of that. I think that'll be relatively obtainable for me. I have been slowly becoming more active, but I think this will also be very helpful for me. Also, I want to do at least 10 minutes of quiet time 3 times a week. Okay, and I'll know that this is 3 times per week. And I did put meditation instead of quiet time. Really, I'm looking for 10 minutes of Devo, but meditation, just like sitting down and concentrating on God, at minimum 3 times a week, which I know sounds like a lower end number, and I get that for some people it is. However, for me, I have been struggling a little bit to like even do it once a week, so I think 3 times a week would be a good jumping off point, and everybody has to start somewhere. Next, I want to put $200 into my savings. So that's my personal savings. I am married. We do have like some things that are joint, but we absolutely work off of a his, mine, ours type scenario. That's what works for us. So I want to put 200 of my own money into my personal savings. So, and I'm gonna just write PS for personal savings. I want to finish one knit project. All right, and then I want to also finish my continuing education. So technically my continuing education, if you don't know, I am an athletic trainer, board certified. My national certification needs to be renewed in December. And in order to qualify for the renewal, you have to have 50 continuing education credits. I currently have 43, so I just need 7 more. I want to go ahead and get that knocked out this month, because this month, if you don't know, is going to be a very wild month for me. And the rest of the year, frankly, is going to be a huge, I'll have to adapt quite a bit. And so I don't want to feel rushed or anything like that trying to get these continuing eds in. So I want to go ahead and get that knocked out this month while things are still pretty stable for me in my household. That way I don't have to worry about it and it doesn't become an oopsie in December. Okay, and last I put get set up in a routine. So I'm working to find a decent routine. Currently, I'm troubleshooting and trying different ones out, but by the 18th of this month, I want to have some semblance of a routine, or at least by the end of the month, I want to have a routine in place. And so I want to get a routine set up. All right, so now moving on to other things. So, do I want these big red dots? No, those are too big. What about those green ones? How many do I need? 5 and 4, I need 9, so these will not work, but these will. So we will use these dots. I cut them out of a Agenda 52 planner because I wanted to have all of my little dots from the different booklets put in one place where I could easily grab them. So that's why I have all of these dots just chilling. And what I'm gonna do with these, I'm gonna push that over a little bit. These are going to be what I use to mark in my YouTube videos. So let me go ahead and knock that out and I will be right back. Okay, so now to write in my YouTube videos that I plan on putting out in August, I am going to use my Esterbrook Esty in Botanical Garden. It's gorgeous. She's beautiful. I love her. And I'm going to use that to write in my YouTube stuff. I think I already said that. But what I didn't say is that she is inked up in, I believe it's Diamine Maple? Question mark. The sad part is I just checked it. Yeah, so it's in Maple. So that's what you're gonna see me do now. Okay, so as you can see, I've pretty much got my YouTube schedule planned out with the exception of these 2 days right here on Wednesday. I tend to leave Wednesday as a whatever I want to do day as far as what do I want to put out as far as a video. So that's why this is definitely more structured. This has a little bit of leeway here. Yeah, we'll see. I might go through my pin collection again and show it off because it's been about 7 or 8 months since I've done that. Or I may do a swatching party with my bottled inks or something like that. So we'll see. But yeah, this is the YouTube schedule. Now then, I am going to put in some working things that I have. All right, so those are my two main things. This month is a little bit weird, if you will, because if you don't know, I'm actually, my contract goes out on the 29th with my current full-time job. Luckily, I have a part-time job that I've had for coming up on a year in November. And so that will definitely be very helpful. But my full-time job as an athletic trainer is going to be over on the 29th. Unfortunately, the area I live in is not very athletic trainer friendly. So I only have a part-time job as an athletic trainer at a local college to fill the gap of my full-time job, because we are here until 2027 when my husband graduates college. So he's gotten accepted for his nursing degree at the local school, which is amazing. And so we're going to hang out here until he graduates. And I'm trying to decide this. Oh, by the way, this is a blue mild liner. I am trying to decide how I want to do this. Like, do I want to do... Decisions. Do I want to do the blue? Yeah, let's go ahead and do the blue. And I'm just gonna do like a little mark. Okay. All right, and I know that's doesn't look the best because it was still wet and everything. I am just impatient, and if I don't do it as soon as I write it down, I'm not gonna get it done. So that's what that was. Moving on, I'm going to mark in a few more items, and then I will be back to show you and talk you through stuff. All right, so this is pretty much what my month is going to look like. Obviously, there's probably going to be some changes, as there usually is. Big highlights for me this month are that I actually am starting back up at college, so I've decided to go ahead and, since I have the time now, not having a full-time job, I have decided to go back to school and work on the few prereqs that I have remaining for PA school so that I can hopefully apply next year. And then also I am starting back up with my part-time job, and of course the 29th I will be saying goodbye to my full-time job, and it will be okay. Yeah. That's pretty much the main highlights. Date nights, I did put those in, so my husband and I are trying hard to have a date night every 2 weeks, but we kind of have a twist, if you will. We alternate planning the dates. So on the 9th, that will be my date to plan, and then come the 23rd, it will switch back and it will be his date to plan, just so that the work of planning is not on too much on one person versus the other. Other than that, this is what my month is going to look like. This is what my monthly is. Honestly, it will not change a whole lot. This is my pretty planner. It is not my like actual planner where I go in and I just scratch stuff out and everything. It is my, this is the gist of what I have going on planner, but it's not always my most up to date, if that makes sense. So anyway, this is it. I hope you enjoyed this monthly plan with me for August. And if you would, please consider liking this video. Maybe give me a subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and a fantastic week this week. Bye.